Hello traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Friday and it is November 3rd. So welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for coming as always. So we're gonna, as usual, we're gonna go through all the dollar pairs, all the yen pairs, probably look at a few commodities, look at the stock market, mostly just the S&P 500, and check out a few other things too. I got the pound Swiss requested, and we are gonna definitely check out the yen pairs. So we'll cover the pound yen and the euro yen, no problem, not at all. So before we get started, I do want to mention that I do offer a premium membership, and these are all the things that are offered in my membership. You get access to a trading course, you get access to a morning live stream that I do every single weekday morning, which is around 1 hour at 9 a.m. UK time. You can request me to analyze pairs for you, access to the educational library, access to all the private channels on Discord. I share all my potential swing trade setups, and twice a week we do a 2-hour Zoom meeting where I teach my strategy, and my whole strategy is available to download as a member. You can download my strategy, you can follow my strategy, and I also share all my swing trades with my Patreon members. So as usual, we're going to start off as usual. We're going to go through it. We're going to check out all the US dollar index. We're going to do the full top-down analysis on the US dollar. Then we're going to apply the information we learned from analyzing the US dollar to all the US dollar pairs, including gold and silver. We'll go check out the yen pairs. We'll go check out probably oil, natural gas, check out Bitcoin, and probably check out the S&P 500 and a few other things. Now, before we get started on that, this is kind of a new thing that I wanted to do just to promote myself, but this is my Discord page right here. Now, everything right here where it says up top here where it says public chats, this is all free. From where it says members chats up is free. Now, everything where it says members chats down is for the paying Patreon members. Now, these are the swing trade setups that I shared with my group this week right here. Now, you can see that I shared this right here on November 1st at 2:42 p.m. I said long on the Euro US dollar 2-hour time frame. So, if we pull up our Euro US dollar chart, this is the entry right here I took. You can verify that right here. This is the entry I took, and you can verify the time. It was November 1st at 2:42, and I shared this with the group right here at the time of the entry. This is the screenshot that I put on Discord for all my Patreon premium members. So if we go to Trading View, right here is the entry. This right here was the entry. Stop loss was right there. I still don't see an exit for this trade. I still don't see a reason to get out of this trade. So if you took this trade as a Patreon member this week, then you would currently be sitting on about 2.4% risk to reward ratio. So definitely a pretty good trade, but so far there's no exit for this trade. Like I said, I would definitely still be holding this trade. I don't see an exit. I definitely don't see a reason to get out. So like I said, all my trade setups are swing trade setups. So I'm not expecting that there's an exit for this trade, and there may not be an exit for this trade for quite some time. So this was the first setup that I said with my Patreon members this week, as you can see. Now if we go down, I also said pound at the same time. I had 243 on Monday on November 1st. I also said that there was a long on the pound dollar. Right here was the screenshot, a 2-hour time frame. At the time I took the trade, I share it with the group. Right there is the entry right here. This is the screenshot from the day that I took it at 2:42 on November 1st. So this is the trade I took. If you come back here, this right here is the entry. This is the exact same trade right here as you can see right here. This is the entry right there. That's the trade. This is the outcome. So right now the trade is not over. Like I said, I would definitely still be long. There has definitely not been an exit for this. Entry was right there. Stop loss down there. Still no exit, so I would definitely still be holding this trade. And really, we are still going up right now, but we would be sitting on about a 2.89 risk to reward trade on that one. So definitely a very profitable trade. This was also a trade that I said November 1st with my premium Patreon members, as you can see. Right there's the entry. Right here's the outcome. So definitely way too late to get in that trade, but I mean it definitely ended up being a very profitable trade, as you can see. So that was another trade. Now, yesterday at 7:42 a.m. UK time, I said this trade with the group. It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and I said right there that that was an entry to go long at 2 at 7:42 a.m. UK time. That was my entry to go long right there. If you go to the charts, Euro Swiss, that right there was the entry, as you can see. Entry to go long right there, matches this picture right here. Just zoomed out a little bit more, that's the only difference. So that's the entry that I said with the group on yesterday. This is the outcome. I still don't see an exit for this trade either. And yeah, definitely not the most profitable trade so far, but the trade's not over. I mean, it could very easily keep going. So far you'd be sitting on about a 1.4 risk to reward ratio on this trade. Definitely a very, very profitable trade. Definitely a trade that I said with my group. There's a screenshot that I said with the group on yesterday. And another trade that I took yesterday was the CAD yen that I said with the group right here. You can see it was at 12 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. I said that there was an entry to go along on the CAD yen yesterday. This was the screenshot that I took and said with the group. And this was the outcome of the trade. Now, you probably could have got out of this trade already. I think I would have got out on the lower high right here and the impulsive move down. You definitely could have got out of that trade, probably right about there. But, you know, it was only about a 1-to-1 risk to reward trade, but it was still a very, very profitable trade, still a very, very good outcome. And honestly, you could still be holding this trade. That lower high could definitely have been an exit, but really didn't really see a break of structure, so you could definitely still be holding that trade to the long side for sure. So those were the 4 swing trades that I said with the group this week. They were all very, very profitable trades, as you can see, and for most of them, except for maybe the CAD yen, there has still not been an exit for that trade, so I would definitely still be holding that to the long side. So the Euro Swiss and the Euro CAD was the entries I gave to the group yesterday. On November 1st, I said to go long on the pound dollar, which I would still be holding. And I said to go long on the euro dollar on November 1st, which I would definitely still be holding that one also. So those are the 4 entries that I took this week for my Patreon members, and you can see the timestamps right here, so you know that these are definitely trades that I did and shared with the premium Patreon members at the time I took them. So, like I said, if anybody is interested in joining my premium Patreon membership, the link for that is in the chats and in the description. Not only do I share my swing trade setups, but it also comes with a trading course. 30 plus videos long, 7.5 hours of content. It comes with a live stream every single morning at the beginning at 9 a.m. UK time, where we look for potential setups. You can request me to look at stuff. You can access my educational library, private membership on Discord. I share all my trades, and twice a week I do a 2-hour Zoom meeting where I share my trading strategy, and I share how to trade, like I teach. So if anybody's interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description and in the chats for more information about that. Like I said, I like to show people that I am a trader, and I am definitely sharing my swing trades with my premium members. So like I said, check that out. Link is in the chat and in the description. And if anybody just wants to join my Discord as a free member, definitely check that out also. We currently have 4,448 members in my Discord channel, so it's definitely a very, very big community of traders, as you can see. So if anybody's interested in joining my premium membership, then definitely check out the link for that. If you just want to join as a free member, then you can definitely check out the link, and you can join as a free member, but you definitely are not going to get access to all those benefits that I show you right here as a free premium member. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way, now we can do as normal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the US dollar, do a full top-down analysis right down to the 1 hour. Then we're going to apply any information we learned from that to all the US dollar pairs, including gold and silver. Then we'll go look at the yen pairs, we'll go look at oil, natural gas, we'll look at Bitcoin, and we'll look at the S&P 500. And we'll also check out a couple other things. I have a pound Swiss requested from one of my members also, so definitely let's get started. So let's go all the way up to the monthly, because I'm a big advocate of full top-down analysis. Is extremely important. Even if you're a 5-minute trader, it is extremely, extremely important. Hey Menu, how's it going? Hey Vicky, how's it going? Yeah, so Diego, yeah, we can check out the NASDAQ. We're going to check out the S&P 500 also. So anyways, let's get started. Now, I'm still looking at this right here as the end of a crescent. I'm still looking at this down as a 1. I'm still looking at this as a potential wave 2. We do have a turn down today, but I can't really say with confidence that this is the end of a wave 2 yet. But if it is the end of a wave 2, then there would be beginning of a wave 3, and then eventually it would make a wave 4 and a 5. We are on the monthly time frame, so that's going to take a very, very long time to play out. But I mean, it's definitely something to keep in mind no matter what time frame you're trading on. Going back to the weekly time frame on the FXCM US dollar index, I do think that this is a downtrend. To me, it looks like a wave 1. I think this is an ABC crescent. I am starting to think, but I need to see this daily candle close. If I see this daily candle close below structure like that, then I'm going to be convinced that the wave 2 is over. If it doesn't close below structure and it rejects structure, as in it goes back up today, then I'm going to say that's not the end of a wave 2, and it's actually going to go up further probably. So hopefully we do get the confirmation that the wave 2 is over. Now, we definitely have a break of structure on the downside. This is the first break of structure we've had ever since this thing turned in the beginning to middle of July, way back here. This thing has been going up for over 2 months now, almost 3 months, and today was the first time we had a break of structure ever since that move started. So that is very, very significant. But like I said, if it rejects structure, then I would say it's actually a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C. And if it does that, then I would say it's going back up. Now, if this daily time frame holds below structure today, nice clean hold below structure, I'm going to say that it's a 1, it's a 2, and we're at the very beginning stages of a wave 3. And that this wave C right here is actually the end of a wave 2 on the weekly time frame like I was just showing. So definitely check that out. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, one thing is very, very clear to me is that it's not over yet because first of all, we got impulsive down, wave 1. 3 waves up, wave 2. This is impulsive down, wave 3. We are already at the 178 to 161.8% Fibonacci extension of wave 1 projected out the top of wave 2. So most likely we are in a wave 4 right now. And then we'll go down for wave 5. So if it does this, and then it goes back up and takes out structure, then that will tell me that this is a wave C, and that this is a wave A, and this is a wave B, and that the price, the dollar is going to go back up. But if it holds below structure and then does something like this, and instead of going back up and breaking structure like that, it holds below structure and continues to make lower lows, lower highs, I will know for a fact that this is the end of a wave C on the higher time frames, the end of a wave 2, and most likely the continuation of the downtrend. Going down to the 1-hour time frame, I am very, very confident about one thing, which is that this is not over yet. Now, like I said, if it rejects structure today, and it ends up closing up here today, then that could be a sign that this is not going to go down in a big way. It's probably going to just make a wave 4, 5, and then go back up. This would be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it would go back up. So I can't really say for sure that the dollar pairs are going down yet. I would still be looking at this as a potential ABC crescent and potentially going back up, next week sometime. So now that we know that we're in either the wave 3 of C or a wave 3 of 3, we can take that information and we can apply it to all the US dollar pairs, including gold and silver. And that will help us. It's kind of like a roadmap to help us trade all the dollar pairs and all the, really all the dollar pairs, including gold and maybe even silver to an extent. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go check out the euro dollar on the daily time frame. Now I do have this marked as a WXY because just like I said on the dollar, this very easily could be a crescent and it very easily could keep going down. Now what is going to tell me that? If we turn at the 100% fib extension, start making a move to the downside, I'll know that this is a crescent, a WXY, or really it's kind of more like a flat pattern actually, really. Yeah, it might actually just be a traditional ABC, but either way, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, probably 5 waves up, so a 3-3-5 pattern. We are at the 100%, so if it turns down here, then that's probably the end of a crescent, and it probably will keep going down. If, going into next week, it starts to push past these levels, and ends up doing something like that, then I would say that this is not a crescent and that it's actually a complete trend reversal and that it could just keep on trending up like that, making higher highs and higher lows. So anyways, let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we definitely are turning right at that Fibonacci level, as you can see. And it definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be watching for this. If I see something like that, I will know that this is the end of a correction, whether it's a WXY or whether it's like a 333 pattern, like an ABC flat. But if I see this picture right here, I'll know that that's going to be a sorting opportunity for me for the continuation of the downtrend. I'm also watching for this scenario, because if I see a bounce and then I see it push up past these fib levels, making higher highs, higher lows, then I will for sure continue to look for longs. So right now I have no idea whether this is a correction. I have no idea whether it's going to keep on going up, but I do know if I see this shape right here, then I will exit my longs and start going short. I also know if I see this shape right here, then I will just hold on to my longs and just keep on adding to my longs on the way up. You know, adding to my position. So it's just like you probably should have been adding to that position. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for this, going down to the 1-hour time frame. I don't think it's over yet. I don't think it's just going to go down now like that. But if I see this, then I will exit longs and go short. If I see this, then I will hold my longs and just keep going long at the end of every pullback that I see the whole way. So yeah, I am definitely not looking to go short now, but if I see that 3, 4, 5 shape with a break of structure, I will definitely be going short. So the pound dollar, pretty much the same type of thing. It looks like a trend. We just had we had the break of structure back here, but now it's really breaking and holding above structure. This could be the very early stages of a complete trend reversal. But since this is 3 ways down, it could also be impulsive up 3 ways down, and then a 5 pattern up, and it could end a trend and go back down. Like I said, there's really no confirmation that this is going up yet. But if we pay attention to our structure and we pay attention to the shapes that the market makes, we will definitely be able to tell the difference. This is very clearly, even though it made like a 1, 2, 1, 2 pattern, this is like what I would call a double 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it went up for a 3, so there's a 1, 2, and we're in a wave 3 right now. I don't think it's over. Even if it is a wave C, it's probably going to end up looking something like this, going up to that 100% Fibonacci extension before it actually really does end up continuing back down. So I am definitely looking for longs right now, 100%. I want to see this on the 1-hour time frame too, so let's change that. So, I don't think it's over. Is it going to go up more today? I don't know. Is it going to make a pullback today? If it does make a pullback, I will definitely be getting in again to go long. So I would expect it, even if it is a correction, to go up to at least the 1.2369 area to finish off this move. If it goes up there and makes a 3, 4, 5, it goes down, breaks structure, I will go short. Get out of my longs and go short. If it does this, bounces off the fib, and then keeps on going up, then I will just keep on going long every single chance I get, because like I was explaining, we could literally be having a complete trend reversal right now on the higher time frames. But we don't really know that for sure yet. But luckily I'm looking for longs right now, so if it turns into a complete trend reversal, that is definitely not going to bother me any. Hey, Yen Berry, how's it going? Daily time frame. We have a very significant break of structure on the Aussie. First break of structure we've seen in probably almost since the beginning of July, almost July, August, September, almost 3 months now. First break of structure we've seen in 3 months. Could possibly be the end of a wave E, a wave B of E in my opinion. If it really is the end of a wave B of E, then this is going to be a brand new uptrend. Gonna continue to make higher highs and higher lows on this daily time frame. Going down to the 4-hour, I mean, I don't really think this is over, and it's extended itself all the way up to the 161.8, so yeah, I don't really think that this is over. I don't think there's going to be much of an entry today, but really the strategy right now is to either be long and looking for an exit, or to be waiting for a proper pullback like this right here or like this right here to go long again. Going down to the 1-hour time frame, Yeah, I don't, like I said, I'm very confident that it's not over, and it could literally just keep on drifting up like that. If it does make a proper three-way pullback, then I will be prepared to go short, 1, 2, 3 ways down, and positive up, go long for the continuation of this uptrend. I am for sure looking for longs right now, unless I see a break of structure to the downside. So on the 1 hour time frame, if I see just like this right here, 3, 4, 5, but then I see a break and hold below structure, 3, 4, 5, break and hold below structure, I would go short. But if I don't see that, just like right here, it broke below structure, but it instantly rejected structure. If it does that again, then I will just literally just keep on going long every single chance I get at the end of pullbacks, and just keep on trading with the trend. Kiwi dollar, very similar to the Aussie dollar as usual. Nice break of structure. First time that we've had a clear break of structure. It broke right here, but it rejected it instantly. This is a nice clear break and hold above structure. That is obviously the end of a move right there. And if this is the end of a correction, then this is the beginning of a brand new uptrend. And it's a daily, weekly time frame trend, so that's a pretty big deal if that is the case, for sure. Going down to the 4 hour time frame. Definitely looks like a 1, looks like a 2, looks like we're in a wave 3. I don't think it's over, and I would for sure be looking for pullback entries to go long, 100%. I definitely do not see any reason to think this is over. I definitely wouldn't go long now, that's one thing. I'm not in the business of trying to go long at the top of a trend, but I am for sure in the business of going long at the end of a pullback, 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long for the continuation of the uptrend, for sure. So I am definitely looking for longs, basically on every single dollar pair across the board, except for obviously the CAD, Swiss, and yen. I'd be probably the opposite. But speaking of the CAD, let's go check out the CAD, because we did have Canadian news today also. The Canadian dollar is one of the ones that actually does kind of make me think that the US dollar index may go up again, because to me this doesn't really look like it's over. Yeah, it definitely did make a big move down, but it hasn't broken this major structure. And if this is a 1 and this is a 2, then this needs to go up for a wave 3. So I am definitely looking for a long on this primarily, but as a little bit of a shorter time frame, there's probably going to be a short before we see a long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably going to end up making like an A, a B, and then we can go short. And if it turns into a wave 3, that's going to be even more profitable. If it turns into a wave C, then we'll see a break of structure. Knowing it's a wave C, we'll exit our shorts and go long for the continuation of the uptrend. So definitely taking it one step at a time. Like I said, we had Canadian news today too, but look at this pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This probably is going to go up, and it probably is going to go up and break structure, but it's probably going to be an A, B, and C, which is either going to be a B or a 2. This is either a 1 or an A. We're probably going up to make an ABC of 2 or an ABC of B, and then probably back down again, I would imagine. So I am looking for shorts because I am more of a swing trader, but as a short time frame trader, that probably will make a move to the upside. US dollar Swiss. This one is I'm a little back and forth on this, because this definitely looks like a trend. This looks like 3 ways down, but it could definitely be a 1 and a 2, and if it is, if the dollar keeps going down, then this is obviously going to keep going down in a wave 3. I almost think that this actually might be the most likely scenario. So I am definitely keeping that in mind as I go down. But like I said, this move down could possibly turn into a correction, and if it does, it would make a big engulfing move to the upside, and that would probably mean that this is a 1, 2, and it would go up for a 3, 4, 5. But like I said, on the daily, I honestly think that it wouldn't surprise me a bit if it just kept on going down. But a lot of depends on what the dollar does over the next couple trading days, for sure. This is either an A or 1, 3 waves up, B or 2, and pulse down, C or 3. So how am I going to know the difference? If it's a C, I'll see this pattern, and I'll know that it's a C, and I'll go long. If it's a 3, I'll see this pattern, and I'll just keep on going short at the end of every pullback. So, you know, at the end of the next correction, I'll definitely go short, and then if it does this, I'll get out. Excuse me, maybe it'll be break even, a little bit of a loss, but then guess what? I will be ready to go long, and boy, any loss that I would occur going short right there would definitely be wiped away with the win that I would have on the long. But then if I went short, and it didn't, and then it really was a 1, 2, 3, then this would just keep on going down, and I would make a boatload of money on the way down. US dollar yen, I'm not really convinced that the dollar yen is finished yet either, honestly. For me, I personally think this is heading up to the 61.8. I think we're heading up to the 157 area. I think this is a 1, 2, 3, and it needs to do this to finish off the pattern. So I am actually still very bullish on the dollar, the US dollar, yen that is. And the reason why is because I believe this is the end of the wave 4. This is a trend for the 1, this is a correction for the 2, this is always a trend for the 3. Now if it goes down and clearly breaks and holds below structure, then yeah, I will definitely be happy to go short. But it hasn't done that yet, and I still think there's a good chance we're in a wave 3, and I think there's we need to continue to look for longs, and we need to continue to trade with the trend. 4-hour time frame, I got my Fibonacci retracement on here. We are at the 78% now, so I mean, if it makes a big engulfing move to the upside, I would actually go long. Like I said, no break or structure down tells me there's no reason to go short. And on the other hand, if it does go down, if it does break structure, then yeah, I would be happy to start going short at the end of pullbacks. But right now, I am looking at this move down as possibly a correction to this move up. To me, it still seems like we're in a wave 3 on the weekly time frame, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if it kept going up. So, just like the other pairs, if it does this, I will go long. If it does this, then and goes down and breaks structure, then I will just continue to look for shorts. Like, pretty much just like the other pairs, this is either a 1 or a A. This is either a B or a 2. We are either in a C or a 3. If it's a C, it will break structure, go up, and continue up. If it's a 3, then it will make lower lows, lower highs. It will not break structure. Yeah, we're going to go check out the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So, gold. To me, gold is definitely still in an uptrend on the daily time frame and up for sure. And the fact that this has ended a wave C back here, I mean, there's always a possibility this just keeps on drifting up like that. I am a big believer that gold is going to end up at $2,200 eventually. But I also see the possibility that we could make a 1 and a 2 and then go up and make a 3, 4, 5. So you have to be a little bit careful in situations like that, 100%. So probably the best bet for us now would be to get rid of that Fibonacci level and put this Fibonacci level on there. Because if this does turn out to be a correction, then it would turn at a fib level. So, I personally think that gold is probably going to go up and touch this 2016 area, probably something like this, before we see a significant pullback. But if for whatever reason this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is an A, B, C, then it will turn at a fib level. It will make an engulf and move down. It probably will go down and take out those lows before it goes up, and this would be a 1. That would be like an ABC of 2, and eventually it would go up for a big old wave 3. 1 hour time frame does kind of resemble 3 waves up, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3 waves up to the 78%. So, like I said, I would have to see an engulfing move down to go short. I would have to see this thing do that to go short. Otherwise, I'm pretty bullish. I actually think it's going up to the 2016 area to finish off this move. And you would have to be watching it on a probably like at least a 15-minute time frame. Maybe even the 5-minute time frame, honestly. So I'm pretty bullish on this thing still. I'm not really convinced it's going down, but I do think there's a good chance it will go down eventually, but I'm not really thinking that it's going to do it yet. Sometimes silver can give us a clue about what's going on too, so. Silver never even broke structure. Look at that. It's still kind of in a downtrend on the weekly. Could that possibly be an ABC right there, and then it just keeps on going down? That could definitely be a possibility. And if that happens on silver, then it's definitely going to happen on gold. This could be a trend right here. It could even be a wave A. This could be a three-way pullback, wave B. This could be a wave C. Go up, take out the highs, and then keep on going down. And like I said, if that happens on silver, then it's going to happen on gold too. But it also could be a 1, 2, 3 and just keep on trending. So don't be, thinking that it's time to go short until you see a reason to go short, which would be this. That would be a reason to go short. How would I know if it's a 1, 2, 3? Well, I would have a Fibonacci extension on there, and I would watch it make higher highs, higher lows. And if it went up beyond the 100% Fibonacci extension, then I would know that it was a wave 3, not a wave C. So, yeah, let's take it down to the 1 hour. I would for sure be looking for longs on this right now. Even if it is a wave C, I don't think it's over yet. It's probably going to have to do at least that. If it's a wave 3, then it'll probably keep on making higher highs, higher lows, and just keep on trending up. So I don't really see any reason to think this is over. I would for sure be looking for longs in an uptrend still. So that's the dollar pairs. I would not be trying to catch that falling knife, I know that. Yen basket. Let's see, what do we got going on with the yen pairs? I like to show this monthly time frame on all the yen pairs because it gives a really good perspective, and even if you're trading on the shorter time frames, I think the higher time frames are so important. And for me, we're in a wave 3 and it needs to do at least this to finish off this pattern. I think we got probably at least 6 months or more out before this thing even thinks about turning down. Same thing on the pound yen. I think we're probably more than 6 months away from a turn on this thing, maybe even more, maybe like a year. Aussie yen, very similar. I think it's going to do something like this. So we have a long ways to go. Everybody's so concerned about what the Bank of Japan is going to do. I don't care what the Bank of Japan is going to do because the charts tell me more than everything I need to know. That's for sure. CAD yen, I still think it's pretty bullish. I still think it's going to look like that. I'm still very bullish on all these pairs. Swiss yen has been in an uptrend pretty much since 2019. So I mean, I definitely wouldn't be trying to get in on that to the short side. Now we can get a better perspective about what we're looking at on the shorter time frames. So shorter time frames, I mean, I am definitely looking at this as an uptrend. Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. I don't see a reason to go short at all. 4 hour time frame, definitely looking for longs. 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. Looks like it's going long right now. Yeah. That was more of a motive wave correction, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break of structure. It does kind of look like a wave A, but it probably isn't. It's probably just going to keep on going. The trend is up on the weekly, monthly, daily, pretty much every single time frame the trend is up. So when the trend is up like that on basically every single time frame, I'm not really sure why it would be a good idea to go to a shorter time frame and go short. Yeah, maybe you would have made some money shorting that thing, but you would have made more money looking for longs at the end of pullbacks, that's for sure. Pound yen, definitely still in an uptrend. Higher high, higher high, higher high. Definitely an uptrend for sure. Look at that. Just continued the uptrend. Nice little pullback. That's kind of a motive wave correction, the same thing as the euro yen, but it was definitely a decent little pullback. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's really this one is actually a real correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. B. This is a C. 3 waves down, impulsive up, break of structure. We are back into an uptrend. I would for sure continue to look for longs. I wouldn't go long now, but I would definitely be going long on pullbacks. Aussie yen and Kiwi yen. Look at some of these pullbacks, man. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. Even right there, 1, 2, 3 ways down, go long. What am I doing? I'm looking for 3-way pullbacks to go long for the continuation of the uptrend. Just like the trades that I was sharing with the group. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Kiwi yen, same thing, man. This one had a beautiful entry today. I saw that we were looking at this in the morning live stream that I do every single day for the premium members. Unfortunately, it happened in late Asian session, so I was sleeping during this time. But anybody that was trading during Asian session, man, that was a beautiful entry right there. That was one of the clearest ABC corrections I've probably seen all week long. 3 ways down, impulsive up, bam. Very, very, very clear. The CAD yen was the one that I took this week. Right here. Hey, let's see, was it right there? It was actually right here, wasn't it? Yeah, whatever, it was right there. So yeah, this is the one I got long on this week. I actually got out around the lower high, but yeah, it was a good trade. Very, very profitable trade. Got in there, stop loss there, probably about a 2-to-1 risk to reward trade. I shared that trade with my Patreon members at the time that I entered the trade. So anybody that was following along would have got the exact same entry as I did. Look at this on the 4-hour time frame. Man, that looks like the end of a correction right now. 1, 2, 3 ways down. I think this is going up. I would definitely continue to look for longs, 100%. Look at that. We got a higher low, probably a 1, 2, 3. So yeah, definitely continuing to look for longs on all these pairs, no doubt about that. Let's go check out Bitcoin and oil, natural gas, and then we'll go check out the stock market and NASDAQ, and we'll go check out a few other things that we have to look at for some members. So I definitely joined definitely join my Discord channel if you have not done so already. It is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It's 100% free. You will not receive any of these benefits as a free member. You had to join my premium membership for that, but it's definitely a really good group of traders willing to help each other out. So give it a try. Like I said, it's free. You definitely had nothing to lose. Bitcoin, I think, is still going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A of B. 1, 2, 3, B of B. I think we're in a wave C of B, which I still think is going to go up to one of these 2 fib levels. Then I think we're going to go down to probably around $12,000 to $8,000 a coin to make a wave C. And then once that's over, I could possibly see this going up and making a new high. I don't know about it doing it right now, but once it's over, I could definitely see it going up again. On daily, it looks like a 1, 2, 3. So it's probably just a subdivision of a bigger trend. I'm not really convinced that it's going to stop here. I think it's going to go up more. I am definitely looking for longs. Ooh, it looks like it's trying to go long right now, doesn't it? I am for sure looking for longs on this thing. Yeah, we got a nice breaker structure too. Look at that. Nice. That could possibly just keep on going up. Like I said, I think the $42,000 to $48,000 area would be my target. I think the 42 is the most likely, but I could also see that 48 being a pretty likely area, especially because we have so much support in the past. Right there was support, right there was support, right there was support. But then the 50 had support right there, had support right here, had support right there, had support right there. So I think one of these 2 levels is going to be the level where this thing turns back down. Like that. Then, boy, $8,000 a coin, I might even buy one whole Bitcoin and just hold on to it. You buy one Bitcoin at $8,000 a coin and this thing runs up to $80,000 a coin. That's going to be one heck of a trade. So yeah, definitely looking for longs on Bitcoin for sure. So oil. Ooh, oil did push down. This was early this morning. I said to all my members, I don't actually trade oil, which is why I didn't get in it. But first thing this morning in the morning live stream, I said to all my members, that looks like a short. That was a short, and it wasn't even in the process yet. So that was a very profitable trade for anybody that got in it. Anybody that was participating in my morning meeting would have got a nice sort of opportunity out of that. Like I said, the morning live stream I do every single morning at 9 a.m. UK time for my Patreon members. And I do share my swing trades also, but I don't trade oil, which is why I didn't, do a swing trade. But that was a nice little trade. I think this is an A. I think this is a B. I think we're going down. Until we get a break of structure, I would be doing nothing but looking for shorts. I think we're in a wave C. Now, if this turns up and breaks structure, yeah, I would start looking for longs because that would probably be the end of a wave C. But unless it does that, I am definitely looking for shorts. 1, 2, 3 waves up, go short. 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 Definitely continuing to look for shorts in a downtrend. Natural gas. I kind of thought that it was going to go down. I thought this was going to be an A, this was going to be a B, and it was going to go down, make a C, and then go back up. I still kind of feel like that is pretty likely. Yeah, I still kind of feel like that's the most likely thing to happen, honestly, because this is definitely a trend in my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A. I still think this looks like 3 waves up, wave B. This is probably a 1 and a 2. I bet this is going to keep on trending down for a wave C of this uptrend, like I was showing on the daily, ABC, and then back up again. But yeah, I mean, we definitely made 3 waves down right here, didn't we? Which is why that looks like an ABC correction, which is why I'm not really 100% confident that it is going to go down. It made a lower high, so I mean, it does kind of seem to me more likely that it is going to go down, and that this is an A, this is a B, this is a C, probably an A, B, C, a B, and then it's going to go back down. So I am looking for shorts on this cautiously, for sure. Let's see what the S&P 500, that thing's been rallying pretty good the last few days. Look at it. Now, originally, I was thinking that this was going to be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Which I think is still possible, but it seems like it kind of stretched out too much to be a wave 5 anymore. Let's see how big this correction was right there. It went from there to there. So, how big is this? Yeah, I guess it's really not that much bigger, is it? That could definitely still be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually. Santa Valley, yeah, I know. It definitely almost seems like it, huh? The reason why is because this looks like a trend, and the trend is very overlapping. And usually when you see an overlapping trend, because a trend is not supposed to overlap, I get people always in my comments saying a wave 4 is not supposed to go into the zone of wave 1. Yeah, that's definitely true when you're talking about like a wave 3 or something, but in a wave A, wave A's do very commonly overlap, which is why I still kind of feel like it's a wave A. But I do also think that this could make like a 5-wave pattern up to the highs, and it would still be a wave B, and then it would go down next year to probably around the 3200 area to make a wave C. It's very impulsive, isn't it? It hasn't really broken structure yet, but with how impulsive up it is, it probably is going to keep going up, honestly. And the dollar probably will keep going down. Look at that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet we're going to start a correction. Maybe like a 1 and a 2, and then go up. Makes a lot of sense. So, going down to the 1 hour time frame, it definitely looks like a wave 5, doesn't it? But sometimes what we think is a wave 5 just keeps on drifting up. I don't know it's a wave 5 until I see it break structure. Then I would label, oh yeah, that's definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no doubt about that. It does seem like they would have a pullback coming. Kind of seems like this would happen next, and then it would go back up. Let's see what the NASDAQ agrees. Hopefully, what's his name is still here, whoever wanted the NASDAQ. Can't remember who it was. Robin? No, it wasn't Robin. This one's actually more convincing. Wow, look at that. That's actually more convincing that it's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up and make all-time highs. 2024 lesson. Bam, back down. Probably about what's going to happen, I bet. Still no break of structure, but This one at least looks like a more traditional, correction, like a five-wave correction. What would you call that? I would say like A, B, C, X, and then Z. Kind of like an A, B, C, D, Z pattern. No, wait, I totally messed that up. Right there, A, B, C, X, Z, and then just keep on trending up. Definitely kind of seems like it's going up, doesn't it? It's been going up. I bet shorter term it is going to go down, and then later on go up. 1, 2, 3. Probably a 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 on the weekly time frame. Yeah, well, it's same thing though. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a wave 5 until I saw that. Because honestly, sometimes what you think is a wave 5, it just keeps on going up. That's why you can't really plan on things being over until they are really, really over. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Now let's see, let's go back. I got a couple requests. I got the pound Swiss that somebody wanted me to look at. One of my Patreon members, that is. Pound Swiss, I believe it was. Yeah, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, it was the pound Swiss. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's probably sitting at one of those volume levels that he's watching. He definitely liked to catch a falling knife, that's for sure. Man, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 though, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It definitely looks like a five-way pattern, so I wouldn't disagree that it might end up going down. But I personally would be looking for longs right now, definitely. I think it's a WXY or something like that, either a WXY or it's going to be an ABC, like a 335, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and 5 waves up. I would be looking for longs for sure. I mean, yeah, I would. I don't see any reason to go short on this. Honestly, I'm sorry. I know you're probably short on this right now, and there's probably the reason why you're short is probably because you have a good volume level over here, and you definitely could be right. But boy, that's definitely not a trade that I would take. Hey, Ed, we can check out the Kiwi Swiss for you too. I see you talking about it. I don't know if you're even in the live stream right now, but this is another one that I would be looking for longs on. I think this is going to go up and take out these highs. I would for sure be looking for longs on that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Break of structure. Look at the rally this thing's been making. Man, I wouldn't be trying to get short on this thing. Woo! Wow. Yeah, no break of structure. No reason at all to think this is over. I would for sure be looking for longs still, 100%. So definitely looking for longs on that. Wow. Let's see what are the dollar pairs up to. They're still kind of drifting down a little, aren't they? I'm hoping it's in a wave 3. Heyo. I'm hoping this is a wave 3. If it's a wave 3, then it's the beginning of a wave 3 on the weekly, man, and that's going to be a big deal. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. How many pips is that? Oh, how? Okay, sorry about that. How? Sorry about that. I'm an awful at pronouncing names, so sorry about that. Yeah, definitely. It looks like a wave 3, doesn't it? I think it's a 1. I think it's a 2. I was originally labeling this as an ABC just in case it does turn into an ABC, but if this breaks and holds below structure, I'm going to say that this is the end of a wave 2, and we're going to be building a short position for the next 6 months on this thing. Just laughing our way to the bank, that's for sure. Big time. Like I said, I have it labeled as a wave C, but just so I can recognize it if it does turn back up, but it's looking pretty short. I don't know if that's a pair that I do have it on here, but I can take a quick look for you, buddy. No problem. Yeah, well, let's see what it looks like. This is South Africa. Okay, yeah, I think I have looked at this. Yeah, that would be nice too, wouldn't it? I don't care if the yen starts an uptrend or a downtrend, as long as it's trending, I'll be happy. Look at that! Wow, that's a 3-3. That's a flat right there. If I've ever seen one. Holy mackerel! That's actually very nice. That's very, very nice, honestly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3 down, 1 up. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, it could break out and turn into a big wave 3, just like the dollar. But it definitely looks like a flat right now. 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves, 3 down, 3 up, and then 5 down. 3, 3, 5. That definitely looks like a 3, 3, 5 pattern. Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to go long on this, baby. That's actually very clear. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. ABC, wave 2. This is all just subdivisions of a big old downtrend. Why do you keep all your money in USD? How do you know I keep all my money in USD? I'm American, but yeah, I have a bank in Europe, so I keep money in Europe, and I keep money. I have euros and I have dollars. Maybe I should open a bank account in the UK so I can have some pounds also. Really diversify. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's kind of an odd question. How do you how do you know I keep my money in dollars? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just really diversify. We just split it. We'll have a bank account in the U.S., one in Europe, one in the U.K., and then we can open a bank account in Japan too, so we can have some yen. Really diversify ourselves, and then we could just transfer money back and forth, and that's like real forex trading. Transfer 20 grand here, 20 grand there, just keep going back and forth. Yeah, I honestly think I think we might be looking at a trend reversal. I think that the euro could literally start doing this. I've been trading since 2009, but I haven't really been a full-time trader until 2000, yeah, 2019, 2020, someplace in that range. Man, that looks like it's going up for sure. I don't think it's a wave. I don't think it's a correction. I think it's going to keep going. Look at the pound. I think this thing's going to just keep on trending up. I think we're in a wave 3 now. This is the beginning of a wave 3 on the weekly time frame. Look at the Aussie too. That's good, Hal. Definitely join, if you haven't already, definitely join my Discord channel, buddy. It's 100% free. You don't have to pay a dime if you don't want to. I'm always looking for more experienced traders to join the channel, because really the group is traders helping traders. So you can join for free. You can stay a free member for as long as you like. So definitely check it out if you haven't done so already. You have nothing to lose. It's 100% free. We currently have 4,400 and some odd members, so getting to be a pretty big community of traders, that's for sure. Man, I know I'm going to be looking for longs next week on the dollar, or a short on the dollar, long on the dollar pairs. There's no doubt about that. Definitely looking for shorts on these ones, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trading with the dollar for a while. I think we might have just ended a wave 2 today. I think the actual turn happened days ago during the FOMC statement the other night. Oh, How, I see that you joined, buddy. Thanks for joining. I'll give you a little message. Thanks for joining the group. Thanks for joining, buddy. Nice to see you. So yeah, like I said, you have nothing to lose to join. It's 100% free. And like I said, you can join my Patreon membership. These are all the benefits you get as a Patreon member. And like I was showing at the beginning of this live stream, I do share my swing trades. So definitely give it a look if you want to. But you don't have to. I am totally okay with people joining and staying a free member for as long as they like. So yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be going long now on any of these pairs, but next week I definitely will be looking for longs on these pairs. No doubt about that, that's for sure. For sure. Yeah, the pound dollar is still going up pretty strong, isn't it? Yeah, definitely, buddy. Are you short on that? How? That's a nice trade, actually. Yeah, that's a real nice short. Real nice. Nice. Short from 1874. Wow, very nice entry. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. You probably got in right around this correction right here. 1, 2, 3 ways up. Short. You're up probably 3, 4 to 1 right now. Oh, and you're getting interest for holding. Awesome. That's a good deal. Awesome deal. Very, very nice. Oh boy, look at the SEK. Sweetest Chrome. Wow. I think this thing is going into a big old downtrend. Singapore dollar, same thing. Look at that. We definitely got the end of a trend. Any NOK? That one's not as strong, is it? What currency is the NOK? I don't even know. Norwegian Chrome or something like that? Something? No, not Norwegian. It's something like that, though. This is a Colombian currency. Wow, that was actually a pretty clear end of a correction. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 ways up. That's pretty nice, actually. Mexican dollar. You can tell I don't look at these pairs very often. Look at that. Break of structure today, or yesterday. Nice. Very, very nice. That's going to go make a new low, I bet. The Polish zloty or something like that. This thing's already been going down too. Yeah. Turkey. Wow, look at that thing. I think this thing is pegged. I'm pretty sure this currency is pegged, that's why it looks like that. I don't even know if you could even trade this thing like a normal FX pair. I'm pretty sure it's pegged, and you can't even really trade it. Look at that. I don't even know why I have it on there. Ooh, that's the end of a wave B right there, or wave 2, A or 1. B or 2. Going down for either a C, which would look like that, or a 3, which would just keep on trending. Nice. I'm glad to see some decent turns on these dollar pairs because we spent about a month and a half or more in a range. So I would say that things are pretty well confirmed. I think that things are really well confirmed to be turned. Ah, Vaki, you just joined. I'm just getting ready to leave. I'm about ready to go to call it a day. How's it going now? Nice to see you. Pretty busy, I bet, huh? Do you ever done cash trading? Not sure what cash trading is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So I guess not. Yeah, you gotta try to squeeze in some time for trading. That's good. Real nice. Yeah, so I think that I'm about done. I'm gonna go to the gym and then I'm gonna come back, check my charts, and then I am probably gonna relax for the rest of the evening and forget about trading for a couple of days. So I hope everybody enjoys themselves. It's nice to see some movement on the dollar pairs. I'm real happy about that. And as always, I hope everybody has a good, profitable week next week, and I hope everybody uh, is really good, train and learn hard. Yeah, definitely. Nice to see you join, buddy. So anyways, happy trading and good luck to everybody. Thanks and happy trading.